Hello there. So today we're going to be playing a 1,000-point game, Vampire Counts versus Ogre Kingdoms. It's my friend's first time playing. He got the battalion and he got them assembled and started playing. He wanted to start playing right away. So I will go over, well, first, this is the terrain.
These guys are much better targets I'll tell you. Well,
let's see, there we go. That is a regular building. That's a mysterious forest. This is some sort of a well that if you drink from it can heal, or on a, was it 1 through 4 it heals your units, very good, and on a 5 or 6 it makes them stupid. This is a regular building, that's a regular hill, regular building, mysterious forest. This hill is the hill that gives you flaming and magical attacks if you're fighting on it. I think that covers the terrain. Deployment-wise, we have 7 Black Knights, full command, with my vampire hero is my general. He's a level 1 wizard with Van Hales. We have 5 direwolves, a Vargolf, 54 zombies with a musician and standard.
That's okay. That's the way Aaron and I play. You can
3 Vargeist with a Vargoyle, and 5 direwolves. On the opponent's side, we have, help me out with this. What is that?
Ogres.
Ogres.
Ogre bulls, yeah.
Ogre bulls.
Additional hand weapons.
With additional hand weapons. It looks like there's 6 of them. Do they have full command or anything?
No,
or no?
No command.
No command. Here we have
6 iron guts.
6 iron guts. And he does in the front have the hero guy who...
Bruiser.
He's a bruiser.
And he has a battle standard, which you can't see, but he's got it.
Okay, and it looks like he started moving. Back there was, they were back here just a second ago. We already rolled and he's starting. They're lead belchers. He's got 4 of them, and he has his caster. It's a level 3. Slaughtermaster in there, who Nick is helping him out by, and that's his general, and putting him in the front rank. And we'll get back to you after turn. So the ogres just finished their movement phase in turn 1. These guys moved from over here. He moved these guys up here, and he moved them up like you saw before when I was describing the deployment, because I think he plans on shooting my Vargeist. Hope he misses. And the magic, that was your magic roll? 9?
9 wins the magic.
Did you roll for channel?
So you roll another
I'll roll
D6
for channel here.
each wizard that you have.
I got it.
He has channel.
Oh, you got it too. Wow, okay. See you at the end of magic phase. Magic phase, here's what happened. Nothing. Okay, in his shooting phase, the lead belcher shot all the way across here, long range skirmishers. He needed 6s. He got 3 on 12 because they had D6 shots. Hit with 3 and wounded on 2. That's the end of the shooting phase. And now we're going to go to my turn. Vampire Counts turn 1. I moved my Black Knights up here. I moved my zombies over 4. They weren't within as I moved up. I moved my direwolves from here to up there. I'm basically setting up a sweet little ambush. These guys are getting hit by hopefully 3 units. My Vargolf over here by the building. He can only move 6, so I'm hoping that he'll be right around here and get hit by all 3. We'll see how it plays out. That's my goal. I turned them to kind of head this direction. I flew my Vargeist from here all the way over behind the building on the other side over there. I know that he's going to be able to turn for free and shoot at him, but I'm hoping to draw his guys over there and let these guys over here do what they want to do. That's the goal, but hopefully he won't pick up on that. Alrighty. And that was my movement. This magic phase also was absolutely nothing, because I have Invocation and a Heck here, and no wounds have been dealt. And as there's no shooting and no close combat, we're going to start top of 2. In his movement phase, he wisely put his
sucks, right?
ogres over here
But
into the building
people-
because they were touching it.
People that play ogres lament the randomness of their.
Over here, he moved
It could be,
everybody
like,
this direction,
unbelievable. You could obliterate
falling
them,
for the
but
bait.
this time it didn't happen.
He's heading,
Good thing you got
turn
the
it so he can
crossbow
shoot
on.
at
It's gonna
these
make them- I
guys,
think
move
it's
these guys
advantage because
here,
they're
and in
charged,
his
so-
magic phase, he cast, what was it?
Toughness. What is
The
it?
toughness spell.
Toothcracker.
Huh?
Toothcracker.
Is it Toothcracker? Okay, Toothcracker he cast, and his,
By the way, did you know, Ray?
on his,
each time they cast a spell, they
what
hit
are they,
something.
lead
It's like how they cast it.
Lead belchers.
So,
lead belchers.
halfling.
So they have, and it went off. I
your
failed.
wizards to cast
'cause,
spells that eat stuff.
He got 15, I got 13.
So,
So he has that. That's a little marker there to indicate that. And we're going to shooting now,
it's not
which he
important.
just rolled his
There it is.
4 dice, got a 1, 1, 1, and 2. So only 5 shots. And we're going to see how that resolves out here.
He hit, but the damage was insignificant. I needed 4 more to do a wound.
Okay,
So
well
you
he got
So
1
you
hit,
cast
it
bone
sounds
crusher,
like,
you can't
and
pull
no
ribs
wounds.
and femurs into your mouth.
Which is great. So
You
it
got
sounds like it's going to be my
the
turn.
heart of the
Okay, a little side note to
they're
backtrack
like
at the
straight
magic
knives,
phase.
knives,
We just checked out the lore attribute for the whatever it's the Slaughtermaster's gut magic or whatever it is it's called. He gains a wound, which doesn't matter here, but he gets a what is it? +1?
To his next dispel or casting roll.
A +1 to his next dispel or casting roll, which obviously is going to be dispel. Alrighty, now I'm going to start my turn. Let's go to movement. Vampire counts turn 2 movement. Move. Okay. So he moved into the building. So I was trying to decide: do I siege the building to try to get those points, or do I now focus my efforts into the middle, where his guys have been chasing my wolves and Vargeist? I decided that since only 1 unit could siege the building, screw it. Let them be in there and be scaredy cats, because when he goes to come out, he cannot move after coming out, so he just moves outside the building, stops right there. And I was doing some measurement, and my guys could get here, and then next turn they would be like all the way up to here, before he would get to move his 6 or 12. So we're just gonna see how that pans out. Maybe it's the wrong move, I don't know. I moved the dire wolves here just so to try to hold him up even more. So if he pops out of the building, I'm gonna charge into him, and if they live, which if I hit him in the flank, which I should if he pops out there, because they have to be, the back row has to be touching, then maybe, because probably only like 2 dudes can attack. I'm hoping. So I want to hold them up there and leave them for later. I flew my cowardly Vargeist over here to dodge, because he can move and shoot, but he can't reform and shoot because he doesn't have a musician, so he can move kind of wheeling around. I think his movement might run out before he can shoot at him. We'll see. Maybe not. That's what I was hoping for. I moved my Vargolf from here. I moved there 4 and there 12 to try to threaten those guys and make them not sure what the heck they want to do. And I moved my wolves here up about 4 or 5 to try to stay out of a safety range of his charge. That was my movement. We're going to go to magic. We're going to skip magic because there's nothing I can dispel, or nothing I can cast, I should say. And then we go to shooting. There's no shooting, so no close combat, so it's his turn. He's moving along quite quickly. I like these 1,000-point games. Alrighty. Top of 3. Here's what we'll be. Okay, I wanted to get this on video here.
So if I moved up 6, I'd have
We were
no
trying to
penalty.
decide whether these guys can do their wheel and shoot. And the way that I did it, which people seem to agree with, is we have this arc of
That'd
visibility.
be that terrible.
I put this guy here
And kind of guard them from the
for their
back.
wheel. That's 6 inches, which is the
After they
maximum.
move 6 up.
The little guy
I
goes
put
there.
the little die here on the corner,
The fuck for?
right? Oh, I just budged it. But anyway, you get the
Something
idea.
else is gonna attach to it.
Then,
This is what's gonna happen.
since he's wheeling, that guy's corner is not going to change. So what I
What do
did
they do?
Well, like
is
if
I
you had
ran
these guys to here, then these guys could. So
this
munitions let you swift
to...
reform.
You're getting the general idea. We
So,
did it
for
much
example, you
better
can
than this
swiftly
the
turn
first
and
time.
then shoot.
Like that,
Musician thing.
and then I put the
That'll
arc of
powerful,
visibility
Delaware.
there, which
It's
would be
like
that dude.
Kind of like a
And as you
standard.
can clearly
could
see,
choose a
it misses
bellow
those
and
guys.
stand
He's
there.
like
That's how we did
sliding
that.
orders and keeping the guys
If you
on
guys
board
have a
to do
better
more
way of
complicated
doing it,
maneuvers.
please let us know.
Also,
But
I'm
that's how
learning
we
a
did.
lot. I'm learning a
The
lot.
end of... No, that's turn 3, right? Do you have the marker?
Yes,
Alright.
we're on to-
Turn 3 movement for Ogres.
Nice.
Here, his guys came out of the building. Over here, he actually charged
If you do that,
whatever his hero guy, the fighting guy, I can't remember his name, out of this unit. Charged at my wolves. He failed, so he bumbled forward 3. He reformed this to face the threat. And he made the shape obviously different so he can get maximum attacks on him and kind of protect his hero as well. So it's a very smart move. He moved his lead belchers up so that he's less than half range, so he gets a better chance of destroying those wolves. We'll see how that goes. Oh, and that was movement. You want to roll Winds of Magic?
It's got everything. I think it's
A 6 and a 5. Let's see if we channel.
Is this cannon.
I got a 1, so I did not channel. You got a 5, you didn't channel. So I get 6, you get 7. I'm okay with that. See you on the other side. In the Ogre
Well, no, but I didn't think it
Kingdom's
was,
magic phase, he tried to cast the Strength Aura, and I dispelled it. Then he cast the Toughness again, and got it in an Aura.
The lore attribute.
And then the lore attribute backfired, so I guess that's what that is, the penny.
I took a wound from
And so he has 1 wound on his general.
Slaughtermaster. Yeah.
He shot his lead belchers at my wolves that used to be here, so you can kind of guess what happened. He had like 17, 16 dice or something like that, and actually just did... He did really good on his hits, but really bad on his wounds, but it still was 5. And that's going to be in the... So we're going to the bottom of 3. This is what we're looking at right now. Okay, a side note, I don't know if I mentioned... I think I said something about his magic phase was like 7 or 9 dice, but it was actually 11. Just to clarify that. My movement phase, we're at the bottom of 3. My wolves charged into the side of them, like I was mentioning. My Var guys charged into the back of the lead belchers. And my Vargolth, let me turn here so you don't think I charged, just moved here, which I kind of found myself in a safe zone to threaten these guys here. And I failed because I was thinking I had a Vampire Lord, but I don't. I have a Vampire Hero. So leadership 7, I rolled a 9, so I couldn't march because I was within 8 of that unit. So I moved 8 there. And then these guys are still just shuffling up. I don't think they're ever going to get to see anything. We'll see. Let's go to Magic. I'll roll 2 dice here. We got a 5 and a 2. I'll attempt to channel.
I love that character, dude. I'm so jealous.
I got it. So I got 8. And you have 5 unless you channel. Wow. You keep matching my channels. Alright, so it's going to be 8 to 6. See you on the other side. Magic phase. I keep forgetting. I only have invocation, so no magic phase. And there's no shooting, but we do have combat. Our first combat. We'll see how it goes. At the end of combat, over here, they did what I wanted them to. They survived. 2 lived. It was a draw.
That's why it's so important. That
I actually managed to do 2 wounds. As you see, the 2 skulls beads there. Over here, we just finished. I did 1 wound on his general. The one before was from his lore attribute. And 1 wound on the lead belcher. I beat him in combat by 2 but he is steadfast because he has more complete ranks than me. So he's still off of just normal, plus he has a BSB re-rollable. He rolled an 8, that's his leadership for his general, so he's not fleeing. He did 3 wounds against me, which I had a guy with 2 wounds on him, so 2 wounds are on one of the, on the other Vargeist, and the other wound killed the guy that I had. So that's the end of combat, and now we're going to go to his turn. Top of 4. In his turn for movement, you can continue doing what you're doing. He reformed these guys to face the threat of the Black Knights. He spun that guy around to face the Vargolf, and those guys reformed at the end of the last combat. We just let him do that. And that was it. And now he rolled. Do you have 10? Oh, you guys. Box cards. Box cards for Magic. Let's see what happens. I know that he was talking about some sort of direct damage there towards my Black Knight boss.
Is there any range?
Okay, in his Magic phase, he tried to do the...
Toughness bubble.
Was it the toughness bubble? And I let it go. And so he got the toughness again, like it was before. He then did Maul, which I was really eager to try to dispel. Got it off. It was irresistible. Couldn't even try. Hit all my dudes. 2 guys died. It was a miscast. He did 1 wound to one of his guys. And then he did no wounds to his fella, but he got the Dimensional Cascade, is it? And he got sucked into the world of you're fucking dead. And he also hit my guys for 2, so put 1 on him and killed my other dude. But you know what? I'll take it. Now we're going to close combat. So these wolves are probably about to disappear, and that guy's probably about to disappear. See you on in the combat. Somehow I managed to predict correctly, although I did do 2 wounds there, and I did 2 wounds there, but they're both gone. So now we're going to the bottom of 4, and we might actually call it here shortly. We'll see. Anyway. Okay, Magic phase. Well, did I do the movements? Maybe not. Charged here, successful. Charged there, successful. Went into Magic. I had... I don't know what I had, but I only have 1 spell, so I rolled 6 dice. Got a 22 on Invocation to try to heal up. He rolled his 5 that he had and got 2 6s, so he dispelled it. That's the end of Magic. We're going to close combat.
And you would have gotten like 10 more zombies.
Get a look here.
Okay.
Vampire Coins, because you don't want your general dying. Anyway, combat happened here. I did I think I did 5 wounds or something like that. I beat him by a decent amount. He put all his wounds up against my general except for one of his attackers, 3. And I rolled really good saving. I ward saved everything, or armor saved everything. So he killed 2, and I did 5 or something. So I broke him. He rolled a 5, and I was like, oh, well, this is in the bag. I rolled a 4. So I didn't catch him, and I moved forward my 4 on Swift Stride, because I rolled 2 1s and a 3. Or no, 2 1s. Yeah, 2 1s and a 3. And so he's safe there. But he did flee through this unit, the shooting unit, which made them run away from the Vargol, who was the closest unit at the time, and they fled into that. We found out that's a Blood Forest, which is a magic thing, so no dangers to train like I was hoping, but they're fleeing, and they're getting further and further away, so I'm hoping they keep fleeing off the board. And that was combat, and now we're at the top of 5. Wrapping her on up, that was the end of his turn. Combat here was a tie. I did 1 wound, but he has a standard. And he rallied here, turned, rallied there, turned, and he attempted to charge here, failed, and that's it. Recap on everything. They didn't move. They charged into his general. The Lord killed the general with his Red Fury attack. I got 1 and 1. He was down enough. He killed him. But I was in a way that I couldn't overrun into them like I was thinking that I could because the Vargulf was in the way. Probably should have done his attacks first. And he could have done something. But anyway, then I reformed him. No magic. He dispelled it. And it's his turn. This is top of 6. So last turn. Are you sure it's 5?
Unless I forgot to turn it.
I would say that you forgot because we went through that last one pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Anyway, this is going to be the last turn. You want to say that's the last turn?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the last turn. 5 or 6, doesn't matter. So we called it there. At the top of 6, I believe. Maybe it was 5. I'll know when I'm editing.
Yeah.
But here, he killed everything but the Lord, which made it a draw. And we just called it. Here he killed like buku zombies, it doesn't matter, and then they crumbled a bunch, it doesn't matter, so that's kind of what it looks like.
But they were still
And we're gonna add it up, but I think the Vampire counts 1. Because he killed what?
pretty close. He got the
He
wolves,
killed the wolves,
the Vargeist,
and the Vargeist,
and the Black Knights,
and the Black Knight.
and the other wolves.
Right.
So that's 150 plus
So
80 is 230, plus the Black Knights were how much?
Black Knights were a decent amount, 191.
191.
Well, the fucking general's 250.
He got 430 points, I think. 430 or so.
Okay, so that'd be him like 200.
His general was 250 plus 100 for the
BSB
general.
gives me 100 itself.
Yeah. So, yeah, the BSB was 150, so 250 from the BSB and 350 from the general.
So I won just with those
600.
two.
600 to 430.
Okay, yeah, I beat him by like 200. Okay.
So
Well-
a win, but not a giant win. Actually.
No, it was decent.
Well, if that combat against the Lord.
You know, the more close combat that happens for ogres, the more likely they are to win. That's very clear. Okay, that'll be the end of it. Thanks for
If
watching.
the game had continued on, who knows?
Maybe.
That would have been a flank charge there. Would have been tough. I think the Iron Guts would have lost.
No, they would have lost.
Depends, because this guy, like, it's just all about his ward save. They
No,
can
they're not
definitely
going to kill
damage
him. They're not going to kill him.
Yeah, they definitely
No,
can.
they're not going
Well,
to kill him.
his magic phase sent his guy into the netherworld.
Right.
And then your Lord survived like a 12 big attack thing.
Yeah.
Those were the 2 big moments.
He's running. Okay,
Those 2 things happened.
see you later.
Meanwhile,
And those